We'll get it.
I really thought transitioning was going to fix everything. My period stopped, facial hair grew. Pretty soon, I was passing as male. At first, I was elated, but my mental health did not improve. I became more suicidal, more unstable, and the anxiety became debilitating. The testosterone was never questioned as a contributing factor to my increasing instability. I was in and out of mental hospitals 6 times while being affirmed as male and supported in my decision to transition by my doctors, psychiatrist, immediate family, and even church. I was also diagnosed with complex PTSD and OCD during this time. I desperately wanted top surgery and a hysterectomy, but couldn't afford them. After a serious suicide attempt in February of 2018, I realized that just changing my appearance was not going to take away the pain. So I started working really hard in therapy, but I still believed I was male. A year later, in 2019, I had a life-changing encounter with Jesus and began to find deep healing and peace within myself. After nearly 4 years of being on testosterone, I decided to detransition and accept my womanhood. My mental health improved exponentially. I'm no longer in therapy, nor even on mental health medication. I have not been suicidal or hospitalized since stopping testosterone. 3 years later, my menstrual cycle has still been irregular. I still have to shave my face daily, and I struggle with hormonal acne. I'm truly grateful I never got surgery because now I'm happily married and 28 weeks pregnant. But if I had gotten surgeries that I so desperately wanted as a teenager, that would have stolen this future from me. So I'm asking the board to create a rule that makes it unethical for doctors to prescribe these hormone treatments for people under the age of 18 and surgeries under the age of 21. Thank you.
Wow. Did you like that, Bishop Strickland?
Well, it's sad to see, and those stories are repeated over and over again. You know, especially for children, for minors. I mean, there's so many things that are restricted for them. And to be doing permanent. I mean, think if this young woman had those surgeries that removed her womanhood. It's unhinged.
It is.
Absolutely, we have to be compassionate to people that are going through confusions that are a lot of times inflicted by society. Because, you know, I mean, when we grew up, people didn't have these kind of confusions. I mean, there may have been a person here or there that, you know, had some issues because of real physiological problems they had, but, you know, it just wasn't something that people were having to deal with. And now talk about epidemic. It's worse than COVID ever was, the way it's affecting so many people. And to do permanent damage to your body without any real guidance of the truth, it's just, I mean, it's not really a religious question, it's a humanity question. You know, we've got to help people, whether they believe in God or not. They were born either male or female.
Amen.
And they've got to learn what that means and go through, I mean, having these surgeries, it is not the fix. And I think so many things right now, Terry, what we're seeing is, you know, we both have heard this. I mean, people have been really, I mean, probably for many, many years, but certainly in my lifetime, there are things that we can do. But the question is, should we? And now it's almost like the should we is just left out of the picture. Oh, well, we can do this. We can do this. We can do that. And so we do it. And it's unhinged, and it's harmful to humanity. It's harmful to individuals. And it is not lacking in compassion. Lacking in compassion is to allow people to just, like, you know, the young woman in the clip said, family supported it, her church supported it. Everyone's, we've got to be supportive. Supportive to be destructive to your life?
Terrible.
I say no.
Amen.
Yes, support people, but support them in the truth.
Yes.
And if they're born male or female, that's their truth.
Yep.
And they need to understand what that means. I mean, it's just, we can't be afraid
Right.
to call people to the truth of who they are, and to do it with absolutely with compassion. But it is not compassion to allow people to just say, oh, well, I've decided I'm something else that isn't reality.
Right.
And, that's not going to be a fix for whatever issues they're facing. And we do need to understand that people across the spectrum are hurting and confused, and we need to assist them, but it's not assisting them to just say, oh, well, we'll support you in embracing something that's not true.
Amen. Well said.